Is it going? Hey guys! I thought I would do a little bit of a live this morning because I really messed up the last one that I tried to do and I had to delete it. And I'm making something that I wouldn't consider to be a recipe. We call it migas. And basically, what it is, let's see if I cannot drop my phone. Yesterday, I literally dropped my phone in the crock pot while I was making a recipe for you guys. And it wouldn't turn on for the rest of the day, and it was a hot mess. So look forward to seeing that video. Hey Shay, how are you doing, girl? I hope you had a good birthday. Um, but I literally dropped my phone in my crock pot while I was making a recipe for you guys the other day. And you'll see that in one of my next videos coming up. I think you can like see the phone going into the crock pot. So I'm trying to be careful. But anyways, long story short, today I am making, hey Michelle, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. What we call migas. And basically I make it when we're down to slim pickings in the house in regards to food. And right now we only have crappy tortillas in Chicago. A Totonico or Totonico, I don't know how to say it. They are making tortillas, but El Milagro, which is like the bomb diggity, like what every real Hispanic house uses, is closed because of the COVID. So anyways, so I'm down to some tortillas and some eggs for my husband. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut your tortillas into small strips or chips or whatever you want. I just did little squares today. And then you're gonna heat up just some vegetable oil or a high smoke point oil in a little frying pan, like so. And then you're going to fry the tortillas until they become chips. And then to the chips, you are going to add some scrambled eggs. And in here, I just have a little bit of, I have 3 eggs, and I have a little bit of water. And the measurement is 1 tortilla per egg. That's how I do it. So I'm frying 3 tortillas for 3 eggs. And when you're making scrambled eggs, you don't want to add your black pepper or your salt before you cook it, because the salt will toughen the eggs and it will dull their color a little bit. And the pepper sometimes turns them like grayish green and it's nasty. Yes, El Milagro is on point, Charisse, but they are closed and I'm not happy about it. So I tried making tortillas one time homemade, and long story short, like, I'm not a very frustrated cooker. I enjoy it. And it was Christmas time and I was making pozole and I was like feeling myself. I was all excited. Oh, I had the heat on low. Oops, I must have hit it when I walked by it. And I got so frustrated with them sticking that I actually threw the masa at the window, and I have not tried to make them since because it was just not worth the headache. Especially with living in a city with such a large Hispanic population, you do have access to various brands of tortillas that are pretty darn good. All right, now this is frying pretty good. Let's see if I can show you guys. I had the heat on low on accident, so we're just gonna keep this going. And I don't know if you guys have questions for me or want to say something. I mean, I was just kind of bored. I'm tired of quarantine and I'm tired of being locked in the house, so I thought I would do this. Let's see if I can flip this camera. Oh yeah, there we go. I really don't like these tortillas because this is the brand I'm talking about. A Totonilco, not a Totonico, a Totonilco. They have like a weird smell to them. Like they smell strangely sweet. And they have like a little bit of a sweet taste to them. I don't know. I've heard they're better for making enchiladas than the El Milagro ones, but I don't have a problem with the Milagro ones personally for anything. That's what we use for everything in our house. Like maybe there's extra baking powder or something in them. I don't know. You just want these to get nice and crispy before we add our eggs and we season it up. And then you do have the option of, you can like simmer them with salsa when it's done. But I usually just heat it up and pour it over because the tortillas will kind of absorb some of the moisture and you do want them to retain some of their crispiness. Today in Chicago, it's going to be like 80-something degrees, finally. It feels like it's still March, even though it's almost June. And I want to fill up the little pool in our, oh dang it, and the little pool in our backyard. And let the girls play and check out my garden. If you guys follow me on social media, on like Instagram, I don't really post anything about my life here on YouTube because I don't know, I feel like maybe you guys don't want to know about my life. This is my cooking channel, but if you are interested in my life, at the Herrera Family 2015, I post a lot of stuff about things I do around the house, cleaning projects, about my garden. I have like a micro farm, I guess you would say, in my backyard this year. We tilled up like a huge plot of land behind my garage. I want to say probably like 20 by 25 feet. And I've planted literally like every single type of vegetable you can imagine in my backyard, from broccoli, peppers, tomatillos, tomatoes, different spices, different medicinal herbs I'm planting around the yard. I'm really into herbalism, in case you guys didn't know. It's just a hobby of mine. I'm definitely not a professional or anything like that. But it's definitely something I've enjoyed learning about, my native plants in my area and what they can be used for. Like, there's tons of plants in the Chicagoland area that like will grow around your house that you can use to make, let's stick this up here, so I do not want to drop the phone in food again. That you can use to make medicine, like elecampane's really good. Mullein, I found a bunch of mullein the other day, is really good for upper respiratory health. And it's easy to make tinctures and infusions, and I don't know, it's just my hobby. So, all right, these chips are looking like they're almost gonna burn. So let me go ahead and flip the camera again for you guys. And in case you're just joining the video, we are making migas, which is basically tortillas fried with scrambled eggs. 3 tortillas I fried. Here are 3 eggs with just a little bit of water. I'm going to lower the heat down a little bit so the eggs don't burn. And you just add them to your chips. I suppose you could use pre-made chips to do this too. Sometimes I do that with chilaquiles when I don't want to fry up the tortillas. You can take good chips, like the ones from El Milagro. This is not an El Milagro commercial, I swear. And you can use those instead of the homemade ones. It's not as good, but it works in a pinch. Alright, we're just going to cook this until the eggs are totally set and the tortillas do not look glossy at all, because ain't nobody trying to eat some raw egg up in here. And then I'm going to pull out a little bit of salt. I really need to organize my spice cabinet. It's usually like really nice and organized, but it is pretty hot mess like today. I have a ridiculous number of spices. I counted once and I think I have like 70 something spices in my spice cabinet, and that's not even including my little herbalism cabinet that I have over here. These are all herbs that I've gathered over the last couple of months and different types of oils and tinctures that I've made. So I definitely have a large amount of spices in my house. All right. I don't know what happened. I'm not really good at this live stuff, guys. Sorry. Let me fix everything up. Turn the camera back around. Here we go. All right. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just break this up because you want to make sure that all of your tortillas are staying crisp and that they are not coated with any type of uncooked egg. We're going to add a little bit of salt to this. Just a pinch. In real life, I don't measure anything at all, guys. I just do that for you in the videos. I'm definitely like a pinch and a palmful type of girl. And this looks done, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat here. Let me grab a plate. And And we're going to go ahead and pop this on the plate. And then I'm going to heat up some salsa in the pan so that way it doesn't make my husband's eggs cold. Because that's what happens. So if you're already doing a frying pan, add a little bit of water. Doesn't hurt to heat up your salsa. I know Michelle and Charisse are watching. Who else is watching? Say hi. Just gonna heat this. Oh, I should probably turn off the water, right? I think I'm gonna put a little bit of cheese on this. I feel like he wants some cheese. My fridge is disorganized right now, and usually it's very, very organized. So I don't want you to see it looking like a hot mess. Let's see what we got. We've got cheddar. I've got a little bit of Chihuahua left, so that's what we'll use. Oh, yeah. And I think I also have some cilantro. Yep, chopped up. Oh, it might help if my stove was on. A+, Gina. And some avocado. My tip for always having perfect avocados is to buy them a week in advance from when you need to use them. So every time I shop, I buy at least 4 avocados, whether or not I need them. And I put them in the fridge. I don't let them ripen outside of the refrigerator because they go too quickly and then you're forced to use them when you don't want to. And then just let them sit in the fridge. All right, so cheese on. Salsa is boiling nicely. Okay. Okay, what else do I need? I was going to grab something, a knife. I need to sharpen my knives. I really want to get a set of Wusthof knives, but they're so expensive. But I've been watching that Gordon Ramsay show on Amazon Prime. It's actually really, really good. Like, he explains like a lot of things that people don't know in regards to cooking techniques and different ingredients that you might not know about. But anyways, long story short, I've never had a knife that like really cuts stuff like they do on the cooking shows. You know, like they just like tap, 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 and your girl's over here like forcing it in there. So maybe someday soon I'm gonna bite the bullet and spend the $130-$140, whatever it is, on a knife. I deserve it. I get a little YouTube royalties now. Alright, so now what I'm doing is just popped out a couple pieces of avocado. Let me flip the camera now because I'm done cutting and show you what we got. Okay, so our salsa has been boiling. It's just heated up. Added a little bit of cheese on there. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of salsa on top of the eggs, and this will help to melt the cheese. And then I'm going to put some avocado on it. I'm trying to make it look cute with one hand, but it's not really happening. Hang on. There we go. All right, so we've got that, and then we're going to do a little salt bay action, but with cilantro. So I guess it would be like cilantro bay. You guys know what I'm talking about? That guy who does like the salt thing where he like flings the salt. It's very strange, but I also like to watch it. All right, and this is our final, there we go. This is our final product. I cannot see what's going on because the chat, there we go. The chat is up, there we go. And this is our final product, Migas, done in, I don't know, I would say probably 10 minutes. Yeah, we've been live for 9 minutes and 37 seconds. And I didn't drop the phone in the food this time, which is awesome. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I don't know, let me know in the comments if you guys want more live videos. And also, would you guys think it's weird if I posted some stuff about my garden and how I'm doing that? Do you want to see that? Because if not, it's no big deal. I could just still post it on Instagram. But I'd like to know if you want to see more about my life. All right, guys, I hope you're having a great Saturday. This thing keeps cutting me off, so I'm going to try to figure out how to shut it off. Let's see here. Have a great day, guys. Yes.